Hello students, welcome back. We completed all the theoretical aspects of quadratic equations. First, we went through the factorization methods, monic and non-monic, and then the square root method and the quadratic formula method. We completed them all. Now let's do some applications with these, such as some complicated problems with parentheses to break up, and even more, those with denominators. Remember the process? Step 1 is to kill off all the denominators. Step 2, break up all the parentheses. And step 3, take all the like terms. And then make those into the standard form, and you can apply the factorization or whatever. But then again, we already completed parentheses problems in section 1 of the notebook like this, and also like that. As a matter of fact, these problems are just repetitions of those. So let's not worry about these. Instead, let's go over directly to denominator problems. We have some denominators, fractions, so it's going to be better with a little bit bigger font. And let's begin. So for the preparation, let's put some space in between. Okay, all right, we are ready. Let's begin. Step 1, denominators. How do we kill them all off? What do I multiply? The answer is 20. Do you see that? You don't have to multiply 5 times 10 times 4. That's too much. The least common denominator is 20 here. All good? All done? Nope. We're missing one. This one. We have to multiply 20 to this guy as well. Alright, now we are done. Multiply the same number, 20, to each term. Not just fraction, but also the monomial term as well. Okay, what do we do next? Some people try to break up parentheses here, but that's not a good idea. Remember, parentheses belong to step 2. Step 1 is to kill off the denominators. That was the purpose of this multiplication. So 20 divided by 5, that's 4. And then 20 divided by 10 is 2. And the right hand side, 2x times 20, so 40x. Finally, 20 divided by 4 is 5. So that's what we have after step 1. Okay, no more denominators, so let's go to step 2. Break up the parentheses. First parenthesis, 8x plus 4, and then distribute negative 2. So negative 6x squared minus 4. Did I do this right? Distribute negative 5, negative 10 minus 15x. Remember, we have some negatives flying around, so distribute negative 2, distribute negative 5, so we need some sign changes there. Okay, let's take some like terms together. Negative 6x squared plus 8x plus 4 minus 4. Okay, that's going to be gone. Here we have, we have some typo here. So here's the alignment. Okay, all right. Where were we? Another typo. Yeah, I probably won't do this in real class when I write on the board with students, but because if I do, some student will correct me. Anyway, I caught those in time. Let's check. Is this correct? All right. Left-hand side, negative 6x squared plus 8x, and the right-hand side, 40x minus 15x, so 25x. All right. Let's move everything to the right-hand side so that we get positive quadratic coefficient. And then flip it over, 25 minus 8, that's 17x minus 10 equals to 0. All right. How to factor this? There can be many other ways, but my favorite way is to use this tic-tac-toe method. Here's a tic-tac-toe board, and then first 6, last negative 10. So 6 times negative 10 is negative 60. Now, factors of negative 60 adding up to positive 17. What do we have? 1 times 60, that never works. 2 times 30, no. 3 times 20, yeah, that's it. 3 times 20. And I hope everybody can see that negative 3 times positive 20. We did negative 60 here, so we need 2 opposite signs. If this had been positive, so we need 2 identical signs. But here we have negative, so 2 opposite signs. And we need positive 17 here, so positive 20 minus 3, so that's 17. All right, there. And then let's fill out the rest. We need 3 times 2 here, and then that's negative 1. That should be positive 10. Did I do this right? 3 times negative 1, negative 3. 2 times 10, positive 20. Horizontally, fine. Vertically, 2 times 3 is 6. 10 times negative 1 is negative 10. 20 times negative 3 is negative 60. Looks like everything is correct. And then we do the cross multiplication. 310 to negative 1. 310, 3x plus 10, and then 2 negative 1, 2x minus 1. Kind of like this. So cross multiply, 310, and then 2 negative 1 like that. So 310, 2 negative 1. Okay? All right. Okay, we got the factorization done, so I don't need this tic-tac-toe anymore. So we have this blue times red equals to 0. Therefore, we have 3x plus 10, plus 10 equal to 0, or 2x minus 1 equals to 0. This came from the red factor, and this came from the blue factor. All right, so 3x is equal to negative 10, or 2x is equal to 1 by flipping up this 10 to the other side and 1 to the other side. Moreover, if I divide by 3, then I'm going to get this. That's from the blue factor. And if I divide by 2, I'm going to get this. That's from the red factor. That completes the problem. And by the way, here is a tic-tac-toe board. 6 times negative 10 is negative 60, and factors of negative 60 adding up to positive 17. So we get negative 3 times positive 20, and then fill out this puzzle. Horizontally, vertically, all multiplication, and the first column is always positive if the leading coefficient is positive. And that's why I moved this to the right hand side so that this is positive, so that I don't have to worry about pluses and minuses here. There goes the full solution.